Hello, good people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Subscribe to this channel, kindly, please. Now, Psalms chapter 105, verses 15 says that we should not touch the anointed ones of God. We should not touch the anointed servants of God. Let me tell you this. There is no king that rules anywhere that God is not aware about. There is no king, whether president, wherever, that now God is not aware that they are. God is aware. God knows they are there. And he has a reason why he put them there, whether they are good or they are bad. God has a reason. No one controls this universe than Jesus Christ himself. Look at David. After God anointing David and Saul was pursuing him, David had the power to kill Saul because actually David knew he knew how to fight more than Saul had. So he had that ability to harm or kill even Saul. But David refrained himself so much because he knew that Saul also was anointed by God. He knew. So he kept away from killing him. And he waited patiently that time when God will deal with Saul himself. Whether you are anointed, whether I am anointed, touching another one who is anointed is quite dangerous even to our own anointing. That is how it is. Look at Jesus Christ when he was born. And Herod was everywhere killing children because of now he heard there is a king who is born. And God did not take that matter actually as a serious thing because it was just a misunderstanding of Herod because Herod was a worldly king and actually Jesus wasn't going to replace him. But Jesus was a spiritual king, and to some extent, he did not understand that a king is born. And that is why actually God decided to take Jesus, to take him out of Bethlehem. He went to live in Egypt for a while until Herod died. Sometimes anointing fights for people. Anointing fights. When people are fighting the anointed ones, there is no need to fight back because that anointing will be fighting them back wherever they are. Every leader, every king, whether spiritual, whether worldly kings, as long as they have been anointed by God, their time clock is with the Lord. And he knows very well how to time everyone's clock and when to end it, because he's the one controlling the heavenly clock that is controlling the whole universe. So, refrain from touching the anointed ones of God. Sometimes you may touch somebody and think, sometimes you may look at people, some, and say, this one cannot be anointed. Do you have any measure? Do you have any scales? Do you have any measurement that will tell you this one is anointed? Is there any any whatever, any instrument that can measure the anointed ones of God, mostly if they are worldly kings. Maybe if they are spiritual king, you can see by what they do or whatever they do. But if they aren't spiritual ones, the worldly one, how will you measure now that they are anointed? It's very hard. Don't look down at people. Let's respect all. You may be, or we may be touching an anointed one, and we end up losing our lives fighting God Himself. Fighting an anointed person is actually fighting God Himself. God bless you. And remember to subscribe and like. God bless you.